It's time to embrace those imperfections and release the pressure of trying to be perfect. It's the next important step in losing that grip of people pleasing on you. When we're kids, we think to make people love us and like us that we have to be perfect, whatever that means to them. We try to become that and form ourselves into that picture. But that's what makes us, our imperfections and things that make us different are actually what makes us just beautiful and just individuals. It was funny when my girls were small, I noticed at school that all the little girls kind of looked similar, even though they thought they looked different. I noticed as an adult that everything kind of looked the same. And sometimes as adults, we look at it as like, well, that's the style this year. And we think we look different, but then we tend to look like other people. So we fit in and we feel more comfortable. And people will like us more, and we'll please other people because they'll feel comfortable with what we look like, what we're doing, and it turns into people pleasing. But when we look at what makes us different, that gives us character, that makes us beautiful, that's really the bold statement. And I think the best fashion statement we could make of the season, of the day, and that changes every day. I don't even get dressed. I don't pick up my clothes until each day I wake up and I'm like, okay, what do I feel like wearing? How do I want to express myself on that day? And I pick out things and I get myself dressed, but I don't look like someone else or please someone else. It's kind of like bikers. When they're on a ride, they're not looking to please other people. They're looking to take on life, whatever it's bringing them on that road in that moment on that day. And they're very happy because that's what makes them unique. Um, that makes us all unique when we embrace whatever it is that's in front of us in our own individual way. It reminds me of a analogy of a tree, the stages of a tree. Now, how would you value uh, the different stages of a tree? A little sapling, which has the most value? A small sapling, a young sapling, probably a young adult, or a mature tree? Which do you think has the most value? Now, people usually come up with different ideas. Some people choose the young one because they say, oh, well, they've got another 50, 60 years of possibility. Some people will choose the young adult and say, well, they're producing right now. They're giving to whatever it is around them right now. They're giving them fruit, they're giving coverage, they're cleaning the air. So it's most valuable right now. While others would say it's the mature tree. The mature tree has settled. It knows what it's about. It offers shelter and comfort and lots of clean energy, clean air around it. So I think the most valuable is the mature tree. But you know what I've learned is it doesn't matter which one. They have equal value. No matter what their differences are, their uniqueness, they're all valuable. Just like how our differences each are just as valuable. And when we do look at nature, we do see the imperfections to our eye. And even here in America, we are much more about getting rid of the imperfections in fruit that we eat, or trying to match up whatever our table looks like at mealtime, having it match up to the commercials we see with the perfect looking fruit, and the, whatever's on our dish. So sometimes we'll order our food so we can make it look like that picture on the card, and they'll send us the fresh ingredients that we need to make our own meal, so it looks like the card that they gave us. If we follow that exact recipe, this is how beautiful it will look, and then we'll be happy. But now we see, fast forward, like the old tree, like the mature tree, um, not everything is cracked up as it seems to be, because now we have lots of allergies, we have lots of other things that go on because we wanted um, that perfect looking thing, and we paid the price for having all those perfect looking things around us. But it's not important how things look outside to others, but to ourselves. And in some of the polls that I've done, we talk about mental health, and some people feel that depression and anxiety are two of the biggest things we struggle with. And looking at our imperfections and focusing on that as a negative thing, that keeps people um, not wanting to come out and be not coming out to be forward and being themselves, because they're trying to hide their imperfections, you might say. But I'm here to say, what you see as your imperfections are what make you unique and beautiful. This week was also a special week for meeting planners. These are people and event planners. These are people that they nurture and they give so much to everyone. You want an experience, whether it's a concert, a conference, a summit, and you need to be fed. And just take yourself out of your own life, and you want to see and experience just life and what's going on with other people and share ideas. And it's a moment, those live conferences, that I love, because you really get to see people up and close, and you share those differences and things that go on in your life that are not maybe picture perfect, but they're real, and you can really grow from those things. Those planners are the nurturers, and they dig through so much to try and show us a good time, a good experience, and enjoy life. So I want to embrace them and say thank you with Mother's Day right around the corner, because nurturing takes on so many different forms. But I want to nurture also who you are, your individuality, and to encourage you to let go of the pressure to be perfect. Even when you go to some of these conferences, like, enjoy yourself, be yourself, get to know other people, learn new things about different backgrounds, different experiences, and to appreciate them, because you get what you give. So if you go somewhere and you're around other people that you know or you don't know, when you embrace your own imperfections and, I don't know, quirks, then you embrace others as well. And it's just so much more welcoming to them. And you'll share so much more. And you'll have an experience that's much deeper than you would have if you hid all your imperfections. But I don't like that word imperfection, because, like the apple, they're not imperfections. It's just time. time shows. And it reminds us to not waste, to take that time, take that apple, and just eat it and embrace it. Don't waste it. So I just want you to remember to take what you learn here and what you learn when you interact with other people, to embrace who they are and ask about them, because maybe you can help them feel that how they feel they aren't perfect when you ask them questions about why or how something happened in their life, or how they feel about something or why, and let them share their story with you. Well, then you're helping them release the pressure to be perfect as well. Now, I just want to wish everyone to have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend and celebrate all the people around you at work, or if you're going to an event, to embrace the essence of who they are and the beauty of them. Because if you give nurturing, you'll receive nurturing. And I will see you next week. We will talk about masks next week. And I will see you next Friday at 10:30. Until then, let go of the pressure to please others and be perfect. Please and love yourself first so you can please and love others in an authentic way. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.